Thank you for staying tuned. It is still the conversation, and we had an interesting time with our guest over there laughing in the studio. But on this side, we are discussing clubbing and the Gen Z factor. In recent years, club culture has become a major part of youth lifestyle, entertainment, and of course, social expressions. And joining us on the conversation, we have with us Omoboyejo Oyewusi. You can call him itsboye. He is a stylish photographer and, of course, a designer. You're welcome,
Thanks
Boye.
for having me.
Okay, so talking with Boye before we came back on set, and we're talking about clubbing, right? The topic is clubbing and the Gen Z factor. And he said no, that there's a new kind of clubbing. So he's going to tell us what that is about. So, Boye, let's start with, we know the traditional kind of clubbing where people go drink, dance, and then you mentioned another kind of clubbing. He calls it the house music rave, and that is the new one in town now where you have the Gen Zs very fully participated in. So tell us about this. Let's weigh both styles of clubbing.
All right, so I mean, growing up for me and watching TV, what I used to think clubbing was going to the club to dance. Like everybody's just dancing. You see, like in movies, their hands are in the air and everybody's moving. But I come to realize that clubbing in Nigeria is different. You have to buy bottles, you have to spray money, and of late, I mean, within the past 3-4 years, there's been a new rise of clubbing, which is house music raves. So house music is more like, you know, this like South African beats, heavy metal
They call it
kind
now.
of vibe. Amapiano.
Amapiano, yeah.
Yes, so that's house music. Less voice, more beats. And house music raves are just that, it's just that place where we go strictly to dance. So it's like there are DJ sets. Do you understand? Like, so maybe like from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m., one DJ, then another DJ will come take over, and another DJ will come take over. And they have different sounds. So it's, for me, I enjoy that more because I know that I'm going for the purpose of dancing. The only thing I'll probably spend money on is maybe a drink or a ticket, and I'll have a great time too. And you know, it has evolved now. We have like 24 hours rave, so the different DJs will be playing for 24 hours. You can go and rest,
Morning
you
and
come
night.
back, morning and night.
Wow. Very wow.
So that and it's very Gen Z populated. It's I mean, they are a bit of the older generation, but it's a big thing now. Different platforms are coming out to do raves.
Okay, so because again, let me call it the traditional club style, just for the essence of this conversation.
Yeah.
That's referring to the normal club that
Yeah.
we know. You talked about drinking, dancing, and sometimes again, social vices are linked to this traditional club style. But I want to look at the positives of this new clubbing style now, the house music raves, because again, you're just going there to dance, and also there could be a way for networking, especially for creatives, the creative mind. So I'd like you to look at the positive sides of this.
So on the positive side, because I work in the creative industry, it could be very tasking as a photographer or as a creative generally. We literally do not even have enough time to rest. So it's like that particular rave or that particular platform attracts all kinds of people in the creative industry. So from photographers to designers to creative directors to movie producers. Trust me, if you come to a rave, you'll be surprised the people that you will see there. And because everybody's just there to have a good time, it's easier to network there than in an actual formal setting. Because now we're sharing drinks, we are sharing the dance floor. You can pop in 1 or 2 casual conversations and you're already networking. I think that's like a very positive thing about it.
Okay, I don't know if this is what you mean. So I've seen some videos where, so the music, when you walk into the room, everyone has their headset on. Is it that
no,
kind?
that's not it.
That's not it.
That's silent disco.
Silent.
So that's another.
Let me write it down.
So that's a different one. I think silent disco does not permit interactions. So because everybody's in their headsets, you don't want to be talking to someone that has their ears plugged. So it's like you are in a group of, you're sitting with a group of people, but you cannot talk to them or you cannot network, maybe until the
Take it
music
off.
stops. And I've been to just one, but I've heard that there are some that you can listen to different DJs at the same time. So everybody might not even be listening to the same music.
That's beautiful. Okay, let's also talk about social media and influence again, because again, the Gen Z age that we are in, a lot of things are done on social media. People want to cling to a particular kind of status. They want to be perceived and seen in some certain way. And I want you to look at because again, everything has a good side and the not so good side. And so when we look at clubbing, the Gen Z factor, and the role of social media.
The role of social media on clubbing, and as I said earlier, even with movies, there was a certain notion of clubbing. Growing up and watching clubs in movies, it was mostly just people dancing and having a good time. And I think now bringing it to social media has already opened our eyes to the fact that if you don't have money, you don't go to the club. Do you understand? So I think the positive side of that is that on social media, I already know what to avoid before going. That's why I would not necessarily want to go to a traditional club, because I know that I'll have to spend hundreds of, even millions to just, and I think it's even more of a status thing, because now you're going to a club, you want to outdo the person on the other side of the table, because that person is buying Casamigos, they are carrying Dorime on their heads and singing for them. But with the new kind of raves now, social media is now amplifying the fact that you're just coming here to have a great time. And another fun or interesting part of it is that everybody's just minding their business. So you're there, no matter what this person is doing on that side of the room, does not concern you. You're just there to have a great time and have a great experience generally.
Okay, so you're also a photographer, stylish photographer, as I have it here, and of course a designer. Talking about design, your outfit is lovely.
Thank you.
I like your hairstyle too.
Thank you.
So let's talk about photography, and because if you're talking about status now, photography has evolved compared to the way it used to be when I was growing up. That would snap a picture, you not smile, and then when they take it to one studio and say, "Oh yeah, smile." We call it Chere Kamsi. But now it has evolved, and when you go on social media and then you see beautiful, beautiful pictures. So how long have you been doing photography professionally? Let's start there.
Professionally, I started in 2013, but not professionally, 2010.
Okay,
so I started making money in photography in 2013.
You are an uncle in the photography industry, because a child that was born in 2013. What's it like? Okay, so now let's look at how it has evolved over the years. Like I said, when you look at picture quality of pictures taken in 15, 20 years ago, and you look at what we have now, I mean, it's amazing and beautiful. I'd like you to talk about how the photography industry has evolved.
So one interesting thing I have come to realize of recent times is that you can't really tell who is an upcoming photographer anymore. Today. Which is very, very, very good. I remember when I started photography, you could tell because you know that this person is upcoming, even from the quality of the photo. And that's very good now, because there's room for everybody. So there's no competition. One person can start photography today and start making money tomorrow, because now the reality is that everybody needs a photographer. So if you decide to say you want to start photography today, I'm sure there's one of your friends that wants to do a birthday shoot. I'm sure there's someone that is giving birth somewhere that needs a photographer. I'm sure there's someone that wants to take a passport photograph. I'm sure there's a company that needs to do a headshot. So there's room for everybody. I mean, every year I update my headshots, even as a photographer, because you need to update LinkedIn and all of that. And there are 1 million people that want to update their headshots as well. So and now there's AI.
Now we are going to come there. We'll come to AI.
So you get, photography is very interesting. And another funny fact is that you can start photography now without a camera. Yes, because there are so many platforms that are there to support upcoming photographers. Now you can rent a camera, you can rent a whole studio that will come with a camera and lights and everything. All you just need to do is appear and take your pictures. Now there are editing platforms that you can just post your picture and you edit it for you. And so now it's easier. And an upcoming photographer, you can start photography today and make your first 100,000 and make your first million.
So you're saying
There's
that
a client for everybody.
it is very lucrative.
Very.
So I can also look into it.
Yes, you can.
Okay. All right. So you mentioned AI, and again, everything that has a good side will also have the not so good side. And I want to, because again, photographers are creatives, you see what we can't see when you're taking that picture. And so with AI is beautiful. I mean, there are some apps that when I put a picture, AI will just do something beautiful for me. I want you to look at how that can hamper on the creativity of photographers.
So, a lot of people always see AI as a threat, but I see AI as a tool. So first of all, AI is not human. It's just artificial intelligence. So it is me that will still feed the AI what it to do for me. So I use AI a lot when I'm editing because it just kind of make it easier for me. So, like for example, when I shoot children, I know the level it will take me, level of patience, number one. Number two, we have to rent props, all those number one props, balloons, and all of that. Sometimes the child might be looking left, you're taking the picture, the child is looking right, the eyes are not in the right position. Now that I know how to use AI, I'll use AI to correct all of those things. Oh, the child is crying, I will use AI to make the child smile. I'll use AI to put balloons, put props. So it's one or two. So I'm sorry to take away jobs from set designers, but if you look at AI as a tool, it's going to be easier for you. So instead of a lot of people pondering, oh, AI is coming to take my job. And another thing is, AI will not give you the experience that you will get from working with a photographer. AI cannot shoot your wedding for you. AI cannot shoot your child's dedication or birthday party.
So you still need human beings.
So you will still need a human being to do the thing that you are. It's just sometimes, even me sometimes too, I suggest to some clients that might not necessarily afford me that, okay, why don't you try using AI to do your shoots? Do you understand? Doesn't mean that I don't want to do the job. But I mean, it is saving me the stress of maybe wanting to go down on my price because I want to satisfy that client. I've had situations where it's my friend's birthday and maybe we didn't get to do a shoot for the person. I just collect the person's selfie and I use it to generate shoot pictures. Everybody's happy. That doesn't mean one photographer somewhere is not getting paid for his job. Everybody's just happy at the end of the day.
So what got you interested into photography?
What got me interested in fashion? Initially, it was fashion. What made me stay longer? Money. And I think photography has just made me as put me in rooms that I know that I might not necessarily belong to, but has just been able to put me there. Now I can say, okay, I've been in the room with certain number of people. I know I've been in the room with people with certain net worth. I know that I've been able to work with a lot of brands that I would never have imagined in my life that I would work with. Do you get? So photography is that girl.
Okay, I hear you. So you're also a designer.
Yes.
So let's talk about the designer part of
Oye. So funny thing is, when I was in GS3, I learned how to sew. And
was this something you wanted, or you were forced to go and learn how to sew?
No, I wasn't forced. Anything I'm doing, I wasn't forced.
Okay.
And so my auntie used to have a fashion house when I was much younger. So I used to spend a lot of my time at her place.
No, fashion house is different from tailor shop.
Let's establish that. Fashion house, she had like a showroom. Then at the back of the showroom were the tailors working. So, and I was just so intrigued by what they were doing, and one of them started teaching me how to sew. Now, fast forward to after secondary school, I was not beginning to plan my life. That, okay, what do I want to do in my life? Now, fashion designing now was like very, very tasking because I had to sit down and be sewing, and That's a long time. Photography, I know that you snap picture, edit, they get their picture. I also wanted to model as well. And then modeling was you have to be tall, dark, muscular, and I wasn't any of that. So I was like, okay, what am I going to do? Then I picked photography. But now, in my career in photography now, I'm at a place where I can relax and get the job done without being there. So I'm like, okay, this is the right time to start exploring other things I like to do. Because I'm also an influencer and I've done a couple of brand stuff over the time. So I'm like, okay, I am free now. Let me explore fashion design. And thanks to AI as well, because if I didn't have this conversation with my personal AI, I wouldn't have been able to move forward. Because now I just woke up one morning, I was like, oh yeah, I have this idea, and this is the name I have for it. What do you think I should do first? Then he broke it down for me, gave me brand guide, logo, what I should do for my first collection, even this print. It actually did it for me.
Oh, really?
And I took the prints, did a couple of 3D models. I used AI to generate the cloth on models. It looked good. And I was like, okay, let's get into production. And we did, and we launched. And now we're in our second collection, and everything is just moving smooth. So, yeah.
You know, listening to your story really inspires. And again, a lot of young people want to get easy money. Because again, you said you learned how to sew from GS3. It means that you were not idle all along. You got your hands busy. And so you can tell your story to where you are today. And so I'd like you to speak to the minds of young ones who think that life is easy or you want to make quick money. Because some people don't want to go through they don't want to learn through the ropes. I'd like you to address that.
Okay, so you see with Gen Zs, their attention span is very, very, very low. And someone like me now, I hate being idle. You will never see me doing nothing. So there's always an activity over an activity over an activity. If I'm not doing one thing, I'm doing another thing. So for Gen Zs, there are a lot of platforms out there now that are set to keep them busy.
Positively.
Positively, of course, positively. There are lots of creator accelerator programs that they can get into to become creatives. There are platforms where you learn skills and even make money while learning. So, and our industry is so big that there's space for everybody. So, I mean, it's not that you start today, you start making money today. But I mean, you will still have to learn one or two things. And it's always best to, I always tell Gen Zs or younger people that just people that you feel that you lean into or you draw inspiration from, you can be able to reach out to them. This is 2026. Almost every celebrity reads their emails or reads their DMs. So you can try. And a lot of people still always feel like most of the people you look up to are not accessible. They are. Fun fact, the easiest way to reach your mentor is LinkedIn. If you add somebody on LinkedIn, you can send them a message. The probability of them replying you on LinkedIn is higher than them replying you on Instagram. And with LinkedIn, you can now see people attached to them. Oh, this is their PR person, or this is their personal assistant, or this is the person that handles their, you get, so like, for example, I've been able to work with Tiwa Savage within the past few months. And for a very long time, I'd always wanted to work with her. So I just thought, like, instead of always trying to get her directly, why don't I just go through other means? So the other means I tried was, who handles PR, or who is a road manager, or who is a fashion stylist. And, one way or the other, I was able to get there. So there's nobody that you want to reach that you cannot reach. And it's always very good for young people to have people that they look up to, realistically. So I cannot say, I want to sit down here now and I'm looking up to Beyonce. The probability of me beating Beyonce in my lifetime is 0. Do you understand? So I always tell people, bring your what's it called? Your inspiration closer. So that there's a way, one way or the other, you'll be able to meet this person and even have a conversation with the person and you'll be inspired.
You've touched on a bit on the importance of mentorship as well. So again, because you are a creative and of course a businessman, For a young person who is looking at, going into that creative industry, of course, everybody wants to make money. But again, the question I have for you is, which should come first, money or growth?
You can't grow without money,
Hey.
but that's a very, very confusing question. Because you need money to grow.
You need money.
You
for
need
everything.
money to grow. You need money to grow. But I think don't put your mind on the money. The money is going to come regardless. The most important is the growth. And now a lot of people have different views of growth. Some people
growth
think
is relative.
growth by money or growth by looks. Do you understand? I think for me, growth is by knowledge, and knowledge is free now because of social media. Do you understand? It's so funny that I do not see blogs and news on my Instagram.
Where did you get that?
The only thing I see on my Instagram is creativity, content ideas, growth ideas, fashion, music. I don't see, and that's why that's why I scroll a lot, because I'm inspired every time. If you check my saves, I save over 1 million posts. Okay, I want to try this, even though I don't eventually do. But I fill my mind up with positive things. So even though there are a lot of things that are happening right now, I just try to block out a lot of negativity. So a lot of people think, oh, it's by going to a certain school before I'll be able to learn one or two things. YouTube is there. YouTube is free. You can learn full stack, creativity, editing, camera setup, even things outside creativity. You will learn. It's free. The platform is there.
It's just to go and
It's
seek
just to go and.
knowledge.
There are some people that the only thing they see on their TikTok or Instagram is dancing videos or viral dancing. I mean, for dancers, that's good for them. But you that you want to grow in your life, you need to start conditioning your brain. And what happens with social media is that social media now listens to us.
Yeah.
So the kind of conversations that you even have, I can be talking to somebody now and be saying, I need to start doing talking head videos or voiceovers. And before I know, the only kind of videos I'll be seeing on my Instagram and TikTok will be voiceover kind of videos. So it still all boils down to the kind of person that you are as a person. So if you want to grow and you're intentional about the growth, everything will fall in place for you.
But growth first.
Growth first.
Okay. Were you born in Lagos?
Yes. No. I was born in Ibadan.
Ibadan.
I spent only 3 days.
In Okay. So what was growing up like for you in Lagos? Were you a mommy's boy or a get inside, or you were very mischievous?
It was a mix of both. So I grew up with my grandmother.
Oh, my
She's late
grandma.
now. And I've always been that very active person. Like from primary school, I was already like head of drama club. I got into secondary school at GS3. I became president of arts club. So I was already. I had magazines as a child. I would write magazines. People would pay 200 naira, 100 naira to rent my book. So it has always been like that up until now. So growing up in Lagos for me is, because I'm still growing, is exciting. And with the age that I am now, I'm having fun while I'm working. So I'm not that kind of person that is just work.
You work and you play.
I go to a rave almost every weekend. There's sometimes that we have raves Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's one tonight.
I hope you have time you find time to rest.
Oh yes, of course.
Okay.
I don't play myself. I sleep by 9 and wake up by 5.
Okay. You see? And he has fun too, and he sleeps by 9, wake up by 5. That's good. So again, a lot of people that we've had on the show, we always ask them, what's your Lagos story? Lagos, some will say that Lagos teaches resilience. Once you know what you are doing, you will make it in Lagos. And so for you, again, you are a creative. When you think about Lagos, what's that thing that resonates?
Lagos is that girl, in a sense that it's Lagos that you will come to make it. I'm sorry. Except you want to leave the whole of Africa. But Lagos is that place filled with opportunities, and knowing the right people in Lagos is just going to help you navigate. I mean, I've seen a couple of people that come to Lagos and they're like, "Oh, Lagos is not for me. I have to go back.
Can't
It's too
cope with the
stressful. It's
traffic."
too but like those are the things that keep us going as Lagosians. There's sometimes that we leave Lagos and it's like, why is this place so quiet?
I know
why
that
is everything so slow paced? Because we're already used to the fast paced life in Lagos, and that's why 1 second you could be very broke, and another second you could be very rich, and before you know you're back again. So my Lagos for me is just that, and that's one of the reasons why I went to University of Lagos. I tried for 3 years until I got into the university, because I was like, there's no way I can function in any other place outside Lagos.
What did you study?
I studied social work,
Okay.
even though I'm not a social worker. But and the reason why I said that for University of Lagos is because everybody is somebody. I mean, it's different now. I graduated 2017, but now in your class there's an influencer, there's a TikTok star, there's an actor, there's a streamer, everything is happening. There's a world record breaker in your class. So you cannot not do anything, because there's inspiration left, right, center. When I was in uni, even though it was like all of us were doing something at the same time. So nobody had blown. There wasn't so much social media as it is now. But the ginger to go at it was there. I remember like 7, 8, 9, 10 of us from our school would go as interns for Lagos Fashion Week. And we'll be interning back to back. Next year again, we'll go and intern. Before you know, we are interning or volunteering for one particular thing. And now everybody is somewhere. So now we can call each other and say, there's this job that they want to pay 7, 8, 9, 10 million. Are you available? Do you understand? Now, the case is different. They can just put a corner and say, there's a commercial shoot happening somewhere and we need so. One person has already passed the information to the class group. Everybody's making money. Everybody's happy. So, yeah.
Again, the importance of finding something to do and not just, like they say again, the idle hand or the idle man is a devil's workshop. And really sharing your story is very inspiring. Maybe myself, I'll go and start doing photography. Maybe, since it's a very lucrative business. But thank you so much, Boye, for your time on the conversation. It was an insightful one. We talked about clubbing and the Gen Z factor, and you talked about the new. It was away from the traditional kind of clubbing, the house music raves, right? Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
The program continues. Stay with us.